Here's what nobody wants to say out loud. When a guy lives in your head all day long, his mind is already doing things he doesn't even get yet. And I'm not talking about some made-up stuff where he's sitting around thinking about you every second. I'm talking about actual things happening in his brain that he can't stop. Real changes in how he sees you, how he feels, and what he's starting to want. Now, before you think this is just nice words to make you feel better about thinking about some guy non-stop, stop. Because what I'm about to tell you isn't wishes or maybes. It's what's really happening inside his head when you can't get him out of yours. And it's way bigger than you think. You already know what I mean. He's there when you wake up. He pops up while you're brushing your teeth. You're driving to work and suddenly you're thinking about something he said 3 days ago. You're eating lunch and wondering what he's doing right now. You see something random and go, oh, he'd think that's funny. You're trying to watch a show, trying to focus on literally anything else, but your brain just keeps going back to him. And it bugs you because you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be the one stuck on someone who might not even care. You start asking yourself stuff. Why am I like this? Am I being crazy? Does he ever think about me even once? Is he just living his normal life while I'm over here losing my mind? Let me be real with you. You're not crazy. You're not weak. And here's the part that matters. When someone takes over your thoughts like that, when they're in your head all day, something is already moving in their head too. Not because of magic, not because the universe cares, but because of how people actually work. Because when there's something real between two people, it doesn't stay one-sided. It can't. That's not how any of this works. When a guy is on your mind all day, it means something real is going on. And in this video, I'm breaking down the 5 things that are already moving in his head because of it. Not things that might happen. Not things that could happen if you get lucky. Things that are literally already happening right now. And once you get what's going on in there, you're going to see this whole thing totally different. So before you click away or tell yourself this doesn't matter to you, just stop for a second. You didn't end up here by accident. Something in you knows there's more going on than you're letting yourself think. And I'm about to show you exactly what that is. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn is going to change how you see everything that's been eating at you. Let's go. So first thing, his brain is changing to notice you more. And I mean literally changing, like rewiring itself. It's not some cute idea, it's actual brain stuff. Here's how it works. Your brain has this thing where whatever you focus on, it starts looking for more of it. It's like when you buy a new car and then suddenly you see that same car everywhere. The cars were always there, but now your brain is tuned in, it's paying attention, it's noticing. Well, when you can't stop thinking about him, when he's taking up all that space in your head, you're basically training your brain to spot him everywhere, to notice things about him, to remember stuff he said, to catch details other people would miss. And here's the crazy part. The same thing is starting to happen in his brain about you. See, when there's something real between two people, when there's an actual pull, it doesn't just live in your head. It affects him too. Maybe not right away, maybe not in the exact same way, but it happens. His brain starts tuning into you, starts noticing you more, starts catching things about you it didn't catch before. He might not even realize it's happening, but suddenly he's noticing what you're wearing. He's remembering things you mentioned in passing. He's picking up on your mood faster than he used to. He's aware of you in a room in a way he wasn't before. It's like his brain is slowly turning a dial, and that dial is labeled her. And the more you think about him, the more that dial turns up, because energy between people works both ways, always. You can't have this much focus on someone without them starting to feel it on some level. And once his brain starts noticing you more, it doesn't just stop there, it keeps going. He starts seeing things differently. That joke you made, funnier than he first thought, that thing you said last week, it pops back into his head randomly. That way you smiled at him. He keeps seeing it again in his mind. His brain is filing you differently now. You're not just background anymore. You're not just someone he knows. You're becoming someone his brain wants to pay attention to, someone it's starting to track, someone it's starting to care about without him even choosing it. And the more his brain does this, the more he starts wondering about you. What are you doing? What are you thinking? Why does he keep noticing you? Why can't he stop? And those questions, they don't go away, they stick around, they grow, they turn into something bigger. So when you think you're the only one obsessing, you're wrong. His brain is already moving, already changing, already making you matter more than you did before. And once that process starts, it's really hard to reverse it. Which brings me to the next thing. He's starting to compare everyone else to you. And this one is big. When you're on someone's mind all day, you become the person they measure everyone else against. Not on purpose. But it happens anyway. Let me explain. When someone takes up that much space in your thoughts, your brain starts using them as the standard. For everything. You talk to other people and think, they're not as funny as him. You see other guys and go, they're not as interesting. You hear someone laugh and it doesn't sound as good as his laugh. You can't help it. He's become the bar. Well, guess what? The exact same thing is starting to happen with him about you. And he probably doesn't even know it yet. He might be talking to another girl and something feels off. She's nice. She's cool. But she's not you. She doesn't get his jokes the same way. She doesn't say the kinds of things you say. She doesn't make him feel what you make him feel. And he can't put his finger on why, but it bugs him. He might go on a date and the whole time he's sitting there thinking, this is fine, but it's not the same. The conversation is okay, but it doesn't flow like it does with you. The vibe is all right, but it doesn't have that thing, that spark, that ease. Whatever it is that happens when he's around you. And the more this happens, the more you become this person in his head that nobody else can match. You're not trying to be, you're not doing anything special, but you're there in his mind all the time and everyone else is just not you. This is when guys start getting frustrated with themselves. Because they don't understand why they can't just like someone else, why they can't just move on, why they keep thinking back to you even when they're with other people. And it eats at them. He might try harder with someone else, try to force it, try to make it work, but it doesn't feel right. Because his brain has already decided you're the standard now. You're the one everything gets compared to. And once you're in that spot, it's nearly impossible for anyone else to take it. And here's the thing. He's not sitting there going, man, I'm comparing everyone to her. He probably doesn't even realize that's what he's doing. All he knows is that nothing feels as good as it should. Nothing clicks the way he wants it to. And deep down, somewhere he's not ready to admit yet, he knows why. It's because they're not you. So he keeps coming back to thoughts of you, keeps wondering what you're doing, keeps replaying moments with you, keeps asking himself why you're the one stuck in his head when there are other options right in front of him. And the answer? Because his brain has already chosen. It's already put you at the top. And now everyone else is just trying to compete with someone they can't see. With you. The person living in his thoughts, even when you're nowhere around. And Hat leads right into the third thing that's happening. His mood is shifting based on you. And this one sneaks up on guys hard. When you're on someone's mind all day, your presence starts affecting their mood. Even when you're not around. Even when they haven't talked to you. Just the thought of you starts changing how they feel. You know how when you think about him, your whole mood changes? Maybe you smile, maybe you feel this little rush, maybe you feel kind of sad or confused or excited. Whatever it is, thinking about him does something to your feelings. It moves something inside you. Well, the same thing is happening to him with you. And most guys have no idea why they're feeling the way they're feeling. He might wake up one day and feel good for no clear reason. And somewhere in his mind, he's thinking about you. Not even on purpose, just a flash, a memory. Something you said, and it makes him feel lighter, happier, more awake. And he doesn't connect the dots. He just knows something feels different today. Or he might feel off, restless, like something's missing but he can't figure out what. And it's because you're not there. Because he's used to having you on his mind, and when he tries not to think about you, it leaves this weird empty spot, this gap, and it throws him off. Guys don't usually talk about this stuff. They don't sit around going, man, I feel weird today and I think it's because I'm thinking about this girl. But it's happening. Their emotions are moving around because of you, because you're living in their head and affecting things from the inside. He might get more quiet sometimes, more in his own head. People might ask him, you good? And he'll say, yeah, but he's not fully there. He's somewhere else, thinking about you, wondering about you, trying to figure out what he's feeling and why he can't shake it. Or he might get more talkative, more energized, because thinking about you gives him this buzz, this little high, and it leaks into everything else he's doing. His friends notice, they see something different in him, they just don't know what it is. And the more his mood keeps shifting because of you, the more he starts realizing you're the reason. He starts connecting it. Oh, I feel good when I think about her. I feel weird when I don't. And once he makes that connection, it changes things because now he knows you're not just someone he thinks about. You're someone who affects how he feels. And that's a whole different level. Most people don't affect us that way. Most people we can think about or not think about, and it doesn't really matter. But when someone starts controlling your mood just by being in your thoughts, that's when you know it's real. That's when you know they mean something. And he's starting to feel that now. Maybe he's fighting it. Maybe he's confused by it. Maybe he doesn't want to admit it. But it's there. You're in his head and you're moving his emotions around like you own the place. And deep down, he's starting to realize that you kind of do, which brings us to the fourth thing. He's noticing things that remind him of you everywhere. When you can't stop thinking about someone, the whole world starts looking like them. Everything connects back. A song, a place, a smell, a random thing someone says. It all points to them somehow. And you're like, why does everything remind me of him? Well, the same thing is happening to him about you. And it's driving him kind of crazy. His brain is doing this thing where it's linking everything back to you now. Things that never reminded him of you before suddenly do. And it's not like he's trying to make these connections. They just happen automatically. He hears a song and boom, he thinks of you. Maybe you mentioned it once. Maybe you sang it in the car. Maybe it was just playing when you were around. Doesn't matter. Now, every time he hears it, there you are in his head. He walks past a place and remembers that one time you went there together, or that time you said you wanted to go there, or that time you told some random story about it. And now he can't walk past it without thinking of you. He sees someone wearing something you'd wear and his brain goes, that's her style. He smells something and it reminds him of you. He eats something and remembers you ate it too. He watches a show and a character does something that makes him think, she does that. It's like his brain has made you the center of everything. And now the whole world is just stuff that either reminds him of you or doesn't. And the things that do, they're everywhere. Because once your brain starts looking for connections to someone, it finds them, even in the weirdest places. And every time something reminds him of you, he thinks about you again, which makes the next reminder hit even harder. It's this loop. He thinks of you, then something reminds him of you, which makes him think of you more, which makes his brain find even more reminders, over and over. This is why guys will suddenly text you something random, like a meme or a "this reminded me of you" message. It's because their brain literally can't stop connecting things back to you. And after the 10th time, something reminds them of you in one day, they finally just send it. Just to get it out, just to do something with all these thoughts that keep piling up. But a lot of times they don't send it. They just hold it. They see something and think of you and then just sit with it. And it builds all these little moments, all these tiny reminders, stacking up, making you more and more present in their mind, even when you're not physically there. And the crazy part, he doesn't want this to stop. Even if it's frustrating, even if it's confusing, because these little reminders feel good. They feel like you're with him somehow, like you're part of his day, even when you're not. And that feeling, that's something he's starting to want more of, not less. So when you feel like everything reminds you of him, just know he's walking around seeing you in everything too. You're not alone in this. You're both living in a world that keeps pointing back to the same person, each other. And all of this, everything I just talked about, it leads to the last thing, the biggest one. He's questioning what you actually mean and to him. When someone is on your mind all day and all these other things are happening in his head, he starts asking himself the one question that changes everything. What does she actually mean to me? Before, maybe you were just someone he liked, someone he enjoyed being around, someone he thought was cool, but didn't think too deep about. But now he can't stop thinking about you. Now you're affecting his mood. Now you're the standard. Now you're everywhere in his mind. And he's starting to realize that's not normal. That's not how he feels about everyone. That's not nothing. So he starts asking himself questions. Real questions. Why can't I stop thinking about her? Is this just physical or is it something more? Do I actually have feelings here? What if this is real? What if I'm supposed to do something about this? And those questions scare him because asking them means admitting you matter, means admitting this isn't just casual, means admitting he might actually care about you in a way he wasn't planning to. And guys don't like feeling out of control of their feelings. They don't like not knowing what's happening inside them. So when they start questioning what you mean to them, it freaks them out a little because they don't have the answer yet. And not having the answer means sitting with uncertainty. And uncertainty is uncomfortable. But here's what matters. The fact that he's asking the question at all means you've already moved. You're not just some girl anymore. You're not background. You're not casual. You've become someone he's seriously thinking about, really considering, actually trying to figure out. And that shift, that's everything, because most people go through life never making someone ask that question, never making someone stop and go, wait, what is this? What are they to me? But you did. You made him question. You made him wonder. You made him actually think about what you mean. And once someone starts questioning what you mean to them, they can't just go back to not caring. They can't just pretend you don't matter. The question is out there now, in their head, and they have to figure out the answer. He might talk to his friends about you, not in an obvious way, but he'll bring you up. What do you think about her? Or just mention something you did, something you said. He's trying to work through it out loud, trying to get some perspective, trying to figure out if what he's feeling is real or if he's just making it bigger than it is. He might also pull back a little. And I know that sounds backwards, but when people start questioning their feelings, they sometimes need space. Not because they don't care, but because they're trying to think, trying to sort it out, trying to figure out what to do with what they're feeling. So if he goes quiet for a bit, it doesn't always mean he's done. Sometimes it means the opposite. It means he's thinking about you so much he needs to step back and actually process it. Because thinking about someone non-stop while also being around them all the time is too much. It's overwhelming. So he creates space to breathe, to think, to figure out what you really are to him. And while he's doing that, he's still thinking about you, still noticing things that remind him of you, still comparing everyone to you, still feeling his mood shift because of you. All of it is still happening. He's just doing it from a distance while he tries to understand it. But the question is there. It's not going away. And eventually he's going to have to answer it, not just to himself, but to you. Because you can only sit with a question like that for so long before you have to do something about it. So what does this all mean for you? All right, so now you know. When you can't stop thinking about a guy, his head is already moving. He's noticing you more. He's comparing everyone to you. His mood is changing because of you. Things are reminding him of you constantly. And he's asking himself what you actually mean to him. But here's what you need to get. Just because all this is happening doesn't mean he's going to run to you tomorrow and tell you everything. Life doesn't work that clean. People are messy. Timing matters. Fear matters. His past matters. All of it plays a part. But what you can know for sure is this. You're not the only one feeling something. He's in this too. Maybe he's not showing it. Maybe he's not ready to say it. Maybe he doesn't even fully understand it yet. But it's happening. It's real. And it's affecting him just like it's affecting you. So what do you do now? First, stop beating yourself up for thinking about him all the time. It's not you being crazy. It's not you being weak. It's just what happens when something real is there. Your thoughts are normal and they're doing more than you think. Second, trust what you feel. If your gut is saying there's something here, there probably is. Don't let fear or doubt or overthinking talk you out of what you know deep down. Your gut picks up on real stuff. Third, give it time. Just because he's feeling all this doesn't mean he's ready to do something about it today. People move at different speeds. Some guys need more time to figure out their feelings. Some need to work through their own stuff first. And that's okay. It doesn't mean what's between you isn't real. It just means it's not ready yet. And fourth, keep living your life. Don't stop everything waiting for him to figure it out. Don't stop growing, meeting people, doing things you love. Because here's the truth. The more you focus on your own life, the stronger you get. And the stronger you get, the more he's going to feel it. And the more he feels it, the more likely he is to actually do something. You have more power here than you think. Your thoughts matter. Your energy matters. And right now, whether you know it or not, you're already in his head. You're already shifting things. You're already making him question and wonder and feel. So stop asking yourself if he ever thinks about you. He does. Way more than you realize. And the fact that you can't stop thinking about him, that's not random. That's not you being dramatic. That's a sign, a real one. Something is moving underneath the surface. And whether it takes a week, a month, or longer,